Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room Recap for Wednesday, April the 17th. My name is Barry Anderson, moderator of your trading room. Any questions you might have for me, you can use this email address. This is a link to get into the free room. I think it's working for most people now. I know some are still having some issues. Again, just to reiterate, if you're using Chrome browser, actually any browser, but you should be using Chrome to get into the room, and just disable the hardware accelerator, all right? So you have to go into your Chrome browser settings, click on settings, and search around for the hardware accelerator and disable it. I open the room every morning at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. That's when I start to share my screen, get live on the mic at 9:05, and I go up to 3:30 Mondays to Thursdays and up to 3 o'clock on Fridays. And again, just a reminder, the market is closed on Friday for Good Friday. All right, well, bit of a strange day for me. Let's get on the good. Let me just bring up... Okay, so BK. BK is an earnings play. It's a bank, and we identified it in the pre-market. There's the pre-market action for BK. That's the 10 area. So we knew it was an earnings play, and it was getting hit pretty hard. And the 200-day moving average is 50.97. So you can see that it was breaking down below the 200-day moving average. Anyway, this is what happened for me. I actually tried to short this twice. I think it was 48.88, 48.88, and 48.87. I got stopped out both times in this action. And again, I haven't done this for quite a while, but I decided, okay, I'm going to reshort this for the third time, and this time it worked out very well. 48.77, and it got all the way down to 48.20. I actually sold most of my position at 48.23, and then on the way up about 48.23 again. So basically made up for the two little losses that I had on the first two attempts that I tried to short this. I actually wanted to take the short under 50, but a little bit of distraction this morning. Unfortunately, we have some data problems, so I was a little bit distracted, and there were still people who were having problems logging into the room. So, I had to deal with some of those issues also. Now, on a personal note, TUFN. If you've been in the room, I've been talking about this one for quite a while. This is one that I'd like to swing, and I finally got into this one around $22 yesterday in the after hours. And I was, very happy to see that in the pre-market, I think, the pre-market, it actually hit 24. But I thought I want to swing this one. This is an IPO from 4 days ago. And it really hasn't run like a lot of the other ones. It was still a successful IPO in terms of, I think the IPO price was, I think it was 14. And so this, came out at 18. First print was 18. So it's been successful in that regard, but not quite like the JMIA, which has finally had a pullback, and the Tiger, which has had another pullback today. Oops. I know how to spell. There we go. So, you can see this is an incredibly good IPO, but it's having a huge pullback day. So, I think if these hadn't had those days, Tuffin may have had a better day. But anyway, the bottom line is that I did exit just underneath 22, to be honest, and took a little loss on it. I may get back in. It's actually pushing up right now, but this is just terrible action. For me to, I'm trying to. Why I didn't take this out here is because I'm really literally holding to see if we can get some nice multi-day runs. Multi-point runs. Maybe up to the 30 level. So that was my goal. But I'm not crazy. I'm not going to let it go down. I mean, it almost hit 20. I'm not going to let it completely collapse on me. So I can always get back in. And what else happened? You know what? That's really about it. I mean, again, I was sort of distracted by the other issues going on. And I know RBZ is one. I actually had, believe it or not, I had actually held that one. Got into this one yesterday around 520, thinking that the $5 pricing financing would hold. And so I held this one overnight. didn't really do too much, but on this action right there, I decided, you know what, I can always get back in, and I might. Look at the volume that's coming back into this. All of a sudden, it came back in, popped up to 537. We'll see. Again, this is not for everybody. This is highly speculative. The only reason people are even looking at this is if you look at the daily chart, you can see it had some incredible spikes not that long ago, 1 to 27, 1 to 38. You rest assured, traders are looking at this and thinking, what if, it doesn't have to get up here or here, but what if it could fill in this area? And, once it kind of shakes off that $5 financing. So anyway, we'll see what happens with that one. See if it continues on today. Maybe takes out, 627, 582 is the next high looking left. So I think if it gets into the 550s or so, it might be interesting. Thing is, again, very, very low float. Our provider has 386,000 shares in the float, which is very, very low. It may not be that low, but it's certainly, whatever it is, it's going to be very low. Okay, I want to get back into the room and bring back the capture program. So if you have any questions, just fire me an email using this email address, the link for the free room, and I'll open the room tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Have a great evening, everybody. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.